Something official with Red Dead Redemption Remastered could be happening imminently, and it's because we can explore a pattern regarding games that have recently been rated on the Korean Games rating board. So this was first spotted by user Jofifi, hopefully I'm pronouncing their name correctly. Basically, they did a little bit of investigating into the Game Rating and Administration Committee of Korea, and they found out that games which have been leaked, like Red Dead Redemption Remastered, usually get announced between 1 week or 2 months later. And there's a handful of examples regarding this. The first is a new League of Legends game. That was actually rated back on January 16th, and the game was announced 1 month later on February 15th. So you literally didn't even have 30 days before the game was officially announced. This same thing also happened with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds when it was rated for the PlayStation 4. That happened in September, and the eventual announcement came out on November, so just about 2 months later. This also happened for another Take-Two Interactive title. Mafia 2 and 3 Definitive Editions were rated in April, and the announcement came out in May. So that right there is 3 big-time examples of when a game is rated by the South Korean rating board, we typically see it come out between anywhere a week to 2 months later. So for Red Dead Redemption Remastered, we actually first saw it rated on June 15th, and then it was re-rated again kind of around when everyone discovered it on June 27th. So you could expect an announcement might honestly occur at this point in time between July 15th and really August 30th. And the reason we can expect that is because I think they re-rated it twice. I don't want to look at the first one, which was June 15th, because as of right now, that would already put us really 3 to 4 weeks into this whole thing. So let's go off of the June 27th date. Again, if you take a month, that's the end of July. If you take 2 months, basically the end of August. So that's really the timeline in which we're looking at right here for when Rockstar will eventually reveal this. Now, unfortunately, it looks like nothing regarding the last Red Dead Online event week gave us anything that was a hint or a clue that Rockstar was doing something. In case you guys don't remember, Rockstar's last Red Dead Online event, which they revealed on May 30th, 2023, they actually extended it through July 10th. And as of when I'm recording this video, which is on Friday, July 7th, Rockstar hasn't done anything to show us that them moving the date was anything to do with Red Dead Redemption Remastered, and probably was just extending the date due to the Independence holiday here in the United States. And I know Rockstar doesn't exclusively operate in the United States, but a handful of their offices do, so it might have just been easier to extend the date all the way around instead of having to work around that, as that's a date where typically a lot of people take off, they are not working, and I can only imagine that Rockstar was kind of in the same boat. So for now, we kind of just have to wait and see, but according to those findings where other games were announced a couple of weeks to a month or so later, it looks like we're not going to have to wait all that much longer to get official news on Red Dead Redemption Remastered. Now, since of course we have nothing official from Rockstar, we kind of have to rely on fan creations for what this whole thing might actually look like, and so I want to show a few of those off right now. This first one right here is coming from Ben or Videotech on social media, and you can see this is his concept of what a Red Dead Redemption remake or remaster might look like for both the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. And those might be some of the updates that Rockstar decided to do, like Ultra HD 4K, enhanced visual experience, 60 FPS, extra side content, photo mode, and more, with, of course, the ability to pre-order, so that would be kind of cool. This was also created by MNM345, another box art of the game, very similarly with our John Marston. And something to consider as well, I hope Rockstar includes the ever-popular and amazing DLC Undead Nightmare in this too. That would be super cool, so that's a neat little concept right there. And then the last one I want to show you comes from Baragen. I don't know if Rockstar is going to use the word the definitive edition. I feel like what happened with the trilogy of Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas from Grove Street Games might have sort of soured that word, so they might not call it that, but that is still a pretty cool concept of what that ultimately might look like. And maybe one way Rockstar could get around calling it the Definitive Edition is if they did something like this, also from Barragin calling it the Definitive Collection, although I'm pretty sure they're just going to want to steer clear of that word definitive. I feel like there's so many other ways they could call it, just even something simply Red Dead Redemption Remastered or Red Dead Redemption Reloaded. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of play on words that they could go with here. Red Dead Redemption Part 1, that's an easy way in which they could do it. Maybe you guys could let me know in those comments down below if you think there's a catchy or convenient way Rockstar could call this remake or remaster of Red Dead Redemption. One thing we can only also speculate on as well, and this is something that I want to see. I saw this post from gamingbible.com, and that is that Red Dead Redemption Remake should include references to Arthur Morgan. And honestly, I think that would be so cool if Rockstar did reference the protagonist of Red Dead Redemption 2, because Arthur basically molded John into the character he was and who we saw in the original Red Dead Redemption game. And obviously, because Red Dead Redemption 2 came after Red Dead Redemption 1, there were, of course, no clear mentions to Arthur. But this time around, we know all about Arthur and the gang life before the story, so it would be neat if Rockstar did include something like that, whether it's just one simple line, or whether if it is just being able to see his grave if the Red Dead Redemption 2 map is included as well, or if Rockstar doesn't include the Red Dead Redemption 2 map or add any additional voice lines or characters, they could do something with John's journal or even introduce a new way to sort of journal something about Arthur. That would not require any more motion capture or voice acting, but it would be a nice subtle way to reference him. That would be super cool. Would you guys want to see that, or would you like to have the game retain its original styling and not have any references or mentions towards the events in RDR2? I know things will probably be a little bit different this time around, but one thing Rockstar did in the definitive edition of the GTA trilogy was change a lot of the in-game art, so that might be things like billboards or various pictures. I know that's something you don't see a lot of in Red Dead Redemption just because of the time period it takes place in, but I do feel like there are ways for Rockstar to alter some minor things just so that they can throw in some Easter eggs and some references to not only the characters in Red Dead Redemption 2, but now also there's going to be a whole new fan base going back and playing this game. So if there was some references to the characters they probably first fell in love with, I think that would be much appreciated. But anyways, that is all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. Let me know in those comments down below, when do you expect Rockstar is going to make the official and formal announcement of Red Dead Redemption Remade or Remastered? Do you think it's going to be soon, or relatively soon, or sometime later this year, or even 2024? Let me know what you think in those comments down below, or you can reach out to me on my Facebook page, where, as always, you can send photos, videos, messages, and a whole lot more. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.